Hi guys, it's Christina. In this episode I'm going to show you how to activate nuts, basically how to soak and sprout nuts, seeds, legumes, beans and grains. I will explain why that is important, all the while sharing a delicious recipe for a trail mix snack. Just a note before we start, I do upload yummy recipes and science-based nutritional facts every week. If this type of content interests you, then do hit the like button below. Do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. Activating nuts and seeds, grains, legumes and beans means basically soaking and sprouting them. We are used to the practice of soaking beans, legumes and some of our grains such as quinoa. The main reason we do it is because it takes less time to cook, right? However, by doing this practice we get one more benefit, and that is we're eliminating anti-nutrients that naturally exist in plant-based food, and we're helping our digestion process. Anti-nutrients are basically compounds that are naturally found in plant-based food and that obstruct the absorption of essential nutrients by our bodies. Healthline.com mentions some of the widely studied anti-nutrients to be phytate or phytic acid, found mainly in nuts, seeds, grains and legumes, and that reduce the absorption of minerals such as zinc, iron, magnesium and calcium. Tannins, antioxidant polyphenols that may decrease the absorption of various nutrients. Lectins found in all plant foods, and they can be dangerous in high amounts, and they also interfere with the absorption of nutrients by our body. Protease inhibitors, they are found in seeds, grains and legumes. They obstruct digestive enzymes to help with the protein digestion. Most of these anti-nutrients are found in the skin of the food, and so when the food is soaked, they are dissolved. I tend to soak nuts and seeds overnight, while legumes, beans and grains can take up to 2 days to soak. Let's take for example nuts. I add the quantity I am planning to eat the next 2 days in a bowl and wash them once under filtered water. Then I cover the bowl with the nuts with water and leave them to soak for at least 12 hours. Seeds can soak for less, like 8 hours. Then I would eat the nuts within the next 2 days. They go bad after that. With both nuts and seeds, I'll leave them to dry naturally on a towel, if I can under the sun, which keeps them good for a couple more days. In order to sprout, initially you follow the steps for soaking. Then you rinse the item you sprout in a jar with a breathable lid. After removing as much water as possible, place the jar at an angle so that the air circulates and excess water is drained out. Repeat the step 3 to 4 times a day. Within the next 2 to 3 days, you should see sprouts grow. Another way to sprout, and this is my favorite, is to keep the item you are sprouting in a container covered with a dark cloth. So after the first 24 hours in water, keep the item you are sprouting in a container of your choice, which you will cover with a dark cloth. Rinse 2 to 3 times a day for the next 3 days. And look at these beautiful sprouts that come out from these chickpeas. I have been keeping them for a couple of days now. Refrigerate in an airtight container and enjoy with a sprout. Both soaking and sprouting increase the bioavailability of minerals and vitamins. If the process seems too much for you, there are pre-soaked items that you can buy. Just make sure when you buy them, there are no more than 3 ingredients, and those ingredients should ideally be the item that is being soaked, water, and salt, and that's the maximum. Cool. Now that we have done our one-to-one on soaking and sprouting, let's get into our recipe. I'm really looking forward to it. So guys, if you have dried fruit, that is great. Choose a couple of options or even one if this is what you have and set aside. For the rest of us, we're going to dehydrate a couple of fruits. Yes, you heard me right, we're going to dehydrate some fruit. My pick for today is banana and strawberries. Strawberries are actually in season and that is what I'm using it. By the way, I have a video on my channel that talks about seasonality and how to learn how to eat seasonally, what's in season. Go and check that out. Preheat the oven at 100 degrees Celsius. Get your setup ready. What I mean by that, get your cutting board in place and place half a banana and 4 strawberries. Place a tray next to it and add a baking sheet when we will place our sliced fruit. We will also need a bowl with filtered water and lemon juice, which will help our fruit from going bad, as dehydration can take up to 2 hours for banana slices. Cut a lemon in half and squeeze that juice in the water. Start with your banana. Slice it and put every slice in the lemon water before you lay them on the tray. Do the same with strawberries. To save time, I would also slice a whole strawberry first, and I would dip all the slices into the lemon water and then place them on the tray. Place the tray in the oven. Strawberries will take approximately 1.5 hours to get ready, while bananas will take a couple of hours. So what we're going to do is, when strawberries are ready, we will get them out of the tray and place the tray back in the oven, leaving the banana slices to cook for 30 more minutes. So while the fruit is getting dehydrated, we're going to get the rest of our ingredients ready. In a bowl, add 80 grams of oats or 80 grams of a mix of oats and flaked buckwheat. The latter is what I'm doing. Add half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of curcumin, and 5 teaspoons of tahini. Mix all the ingredients well. Then top this with pre-soaked halved walnuts and almonds. Add this on a tray with a baking sheet. This takes 20 minutes to cook at 160 degrees Celsius. I'm going to place this while I have my fruit dehydrating. So in this case, this will take approximately 15 minutes to 1 hour to get ready. So this way, I'm not waiting for the fruit to get ready first before baking this, saving me some time. After an hour, get the oats out and leave aside. Half an hour later, get your strawberries out. You can also set a timer so you do not forget. Use a fork to remove the slices from the baking sheet and set aside. Place the tray with the banana slices back in the oven and set the timer to ring in 30 minutes time. Here you go. You can use again a fork to get the slices off the baking sheet, or you can use your fingers. I think this is so much simpler. Our banana slices are also ready. Combine all the ingredients together in a jar, and this is our trail mix snack. Feel free to add some dark chocolate or milk chocolate if you would like to make it kid-friendly. I have added pre-soaked pumpkin and sunflower seeds in this one. I had soaked these seeds a couple of days ago and let them dry for a couple of days. So now they are ready to be enjoyed and they go well in this recipe. And I know that it might seem strange a little bit to have like oats and flakes in your trail mix, but I'm the type of person that likes that, and I think there's quite a few of you as well, so enjoy. Look at these beauties. This is so great. By the way, you can make more of this and use it as a granola for your breakfast bowl, or you can also use it in parfaits, so with yogurt. I like when a recipe is versatile and you can use it in many different ways. And this is one of those. You can use it as a morning granola, as a trail mix snack, or eat it with yogurt. The natural sweetness in this recipe comes from the dehydrated fruit, and you can make it sweeter if you want by adding honey or maple syrup or another type of sweetener when you're ready to have it. By the way, in the description of this video you can grab my free snack guide and my free ebook on what makes us healthy and happy, which is based on scientific research. And if you'd like to receive a weekly dose of delicious content, then feel free to subscribe to my newsletter as well. And that's it from me, folks. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button because it helps with YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here, do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos.